Good evening, hockey fans. Welcome to another high-stakes chapter of playoff drama. The Toronto Maple Leafs scored a critical 5-4 win over the reigning champion Florida Panthers in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. But that triumph is now being eclipsed by a storm of controversy. When Leafs goaltender Anthony Stolarz was forced out after a brutal elbow from Florida's Sam Bennett, all eyes turned from the scoreboard to the NHL's Department of Player Safety. Early this week, the league made its decision. No additional punishment for Bennett. As emotions boil over in Toronto's locker room and the hockey world debates the meaning of this call, what happens next could shape the entire course of these playoffs. Tonight, we go beyond the surface and explore every twist, on the ice, behind the benches, and within the hearts of these two relentless teams. The incident, a night to remember for all the wrong reasons. Let's set the scene. Monday night, Scotiabank Arena, Toronto. The Leafs storm ahead with first-period brilliance, especially from William Nylander, who nets 2 goals and an assist to electrify the building. But as the second period unfolds, during a Panthers power play, disaster strikes. Sam Bennett, with a swift, controversial elbow, clips Stolarz in the head as he guards his crease. Shockingly, no penalty is assessed on the play, and the game continues as if nothing happened. Moments later, Toronto fans watch in horror as their goaltender, visibly shaken and in clear discomfort, vomits on the bench during a commercial break. Medical staff immediately intervene, and Stolarz is wheeled off the ice on a stretcher, an image that sent shockwaves not just through the arena, but throughout the entire league. Joseph Woll steps in as the emergency substitute, making 17 saves and helping the Leafs hold on for a dramatic victory. But celebration is muted. The locker room is consumed with anxiety and anger. A history of controversy. Sam Bennett at the ice center again. To understand the uproar, you need to know the history. Just last year, in these very Eastern Conference semifinals, Bennett was involved in another incident that left Matthew Knies sidelined and Toronto fans fuming. Fast forward 2 years, and he's once again the villain in this rivalry, raising uncomfortable questions about coincidence, rivalry, and respect. When the NHL announced it would not suspend or fine Bennett after a league review, Leafs coach Graig Barub was blunt. Elbow to the head, clear as day. I understand they miss calls, but it's clearly a penalty, he told the press. On the other bench, Panthers coach Paul Maurice defended the officiating, noting, "The official was right there and didn't call a foul." Making matters even murkier, Bennett was not made available for comment after the game, fueling speculation about the true nature of the hit and further stoking the fight. It's a story of two cultures, one side crying foul and injustice, the other treating the play as just another detail in the brutal ballet of playoff hockey. Inside the locker rooms, tactics, emotion, and a dilemma for the Leafs behind closed doors, Tuesday's practice brought fresh dimensions to the controversy. Barub confirmed to reporters that the NHL had closed. There would be no supplementary discipline for. When pressed, his answer was curt. "I don't want to talk about it." But what he said to his team was far more. Play hockey. Play hard. And they do what they do. It's up to the referees and the league. Let's play with discipline. Berub's leadership represents hockey's shifting values. He admitted that in a different era, immediate on-ice retribution would have been when I played, someone would have done something immediately, probably me if I was there. But he urges his Leafs to break the old. You're not going to go out thinking you're going to get revenge and end up in the penalty box. We don't need that. This is the centerpiece of Toronto's challenge. Can they focus on hockey and discipline over retaliation, or will emotion prove? The medical team races to assess Stolar's health, with his status for Game 2 still hanging in the balance. Between goaltenders, the pressure and promise of Joseph Woll if Stolarz is unable. All eyes turn to Joseph Woll, who already stepped up admirably in. Barub showed enormous confidence in his young. He played many good games and a lot of quality hockey for us this year. When Stolarz was out for 2 months, he was there. We have a lot of. Woll's work ethic is quickly earning him. He's one of the most dedicated guys I've ever met. Statistically, Woll's performance supports this trust. While he may not have the playoff pedigree of Stolarz, Woll has shown he's capable of more than just spot duty. He's now being asked to carry the pressure in the most vital part of the season, against the league's defending champions no less. Offensive heroes, returns, and the balance. Let's not forget what gave Toronto hope. William Nylander's 2 goals, Max Pacioretty's pair of assists, and a team energy that overwhelmed Florida early. Barub singled out Pacioretty's comeback after injury. calling his work ethic and determination and a model for the rest. The Panthers, meanwhile, get good news of their own. Ekblad returns from suspension in Game 2, raising the level of their blue line and potentially tipping the tactic. This defensive injection may be exactly what Florida needs to tighten up against Toronto's surging. The first period frenzy was a major factor in Toronto's win, but as noted, maintaining that aggression and attention all game is our challenge for Game 2. Both teams have proven they can control him. Now, it's about sustaining it while under the microscope of the psychology of playoffs, rivalry, resilience. The emotional atmosphere surrounding these games can't be understated. Game 2 will test discipline for the Leafs and championship medal for the Panthers. Will Toronto channel their frustration into focus, or will fiery emotions lead to missteps? On the Florida side, now is the moment to respond as defending champions. After Coach Paul Maurice's public hope for Steelers' health is a rare moment of mutual respect in an otherwise battle, reminding us that even the fiercest rivals are united by the game's underlay. And now, a pivotal question here. Is Barub right to demand discipline in the face of, or should Toronto answer Florida's physical play with muscle of their own? This is more than just a game. It's an evolving test of identity, character. With so much on the line, we want to know, do you think Barub's focus on discipline will pay off, or should the Leafs respond with fire to the Panthers? Physical style? Was the NHL right to let Bennett off without punishment, or did they miss an opportunity to set a precedent? Safety. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's go. If you've enjoyed this in-depth breakdown, please hit the like button and subscribe to join our growing hockey community. Turn on notifications so you'll never miss an update, because Sheet 2 of this Leafs-Panthers saga is corner. Join us next time as we dissect Toronto's power play woes and reveal Barub's plan to turn opportunities into goals. Thanks for watching, sharing, and for pushing the forward. The story and the fight for the Eastern Conference is only getting started.